Hi, I'm Dr. Duc Vuong. I am so excited that you purchased this weight regain course, and I know it's going to be exactly what you need to fix your weight loss problems or to possibly prevent weight regain for you in the future. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Duc Vuong. I'm a world-famous bariatric surgeon. I'm currently Director of Bariatrics in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm the author of 11 books with number 12 on the way. My bestseller is this one, Ultimate Gastric Sleeve Success, available on Amazon. And you probably saw me on the TLC hit TV show, 900-Pound Man Race Against Time. I'm also currently working on my own television show, which will be centered around the weight loss success stories and transformational stories of actual patients. I've performed, probably up about 900 sleeve surgeries, and that's really what I'm known for. But what makes me very different from other surgeons is that I really emphasize education for my patients. So I produce a lot of online content and social media, and I interact with you a lot on Facebook Live, for example. Hey everybody, Dr. Vuong here. I've got this crazy idea. I'm wondering if you're strong enough to take the Dr. B No Bread Challenge. Let me give you a little bit about this course. This course is going to cover weight regain. Now, if you're pre-op, you're probably wondering, will this course help me? The answer is absolutely yes, because nobody who is pre-op thinks they're going to regain the weight. Is that true? They all think, I'm going to have this weight loss surgery and I'm going to keep it off. This is the permanent solution. Trust me, it's not a guarantee. Weight loss surgery is not a guarantee. So what you want to do is make sure you watch this course if you're pre-op and hopefully avoid the behaviors that cause weight regain. And if you do regain the weight, then hopefully this course will give you the tools that you need to get back on track. Now, if you've just had weight loss surgery, I am so glad you purchased this course because it's probably the best use of your money that you've ever spent. It will give you the pitfalls to watch out for, some of the issues that might happen with your surgery. It hopefully will help you understand your weight loss surgery better. That way, when you're making food choices, you can think about how to use your tool more effectively. Now, if you are a weight loss surgery veteran and you've maybe 2, 3, 5, 8, 12 years post-op, and maybe you've regained some of that weight, then this course is exactly what you need. Don't skip ahead. You want to watch all the videos, especially the ones that explain the surgery, the mechanisms of action. I know you're probably eager and excited to jump forward to the weight regain portion where you want to watch the videos on how to stop weight regain, but trust me, don't. Be very patient. Watch the videos that explain the surgeries. That way you have a better understanding of what's happening with your weight regain. And then once you get to the tactical videos where I show you specifically what to do to stop the weight regain, then it'll make more sense for you. Sound good? So with that, let me tell you also a little bit more about myself. Why do you want to hear from a skinny ass Asian? You're probably sitting there thinking, what does a skinny ass Asian know about obesity? And the answer is this. Well, I don't have to have cancer to know it's bad for you. I don't have to have cancer to know that it will wreck your life and wreck your finances, just the same way obesity is affecting your life, your happiness, your marriage, your finances. I know it's wreaking havoc on your life. How do I know? It's because this is what I do. This is my profession. It's my passion. I see a lot of patients. I lead my own education groups 3 times a week. I call them education groups because they're not support groups, okay? They're education groups. They're designed to help my patients be successful with their surgery. I lead educational groups 3 times a week. Each group has about 50 to 60 patients, which means on a weekly basis, I help about 180 patients a week. That is equal to about 720 patients a month. And I've been doing that I've been leading my own patient groups for about 8 years. I've had those numbers for about 4 years now, and that's given me the great insight into obesity. I also grew up as a little child. I know you can't tell from my accent. I'm not actually American. I'm actually an Asian immigrant. So I came over from Vietnam I'm one of those Vietnamese boat people.
The first of our special assignment reports on the boat people. Desperate flight.
Overseas, at the beginning of another week, the Vietnamese boat people are getting more help from the international community. West German merchant ships have picked up 371 off the southeast coast of Malaysia.
But for everyone who's made it here, an equal number have not. It's believed more than 200,000 Vietnamese have drowned at sea trying to reach foreign soil.
And so I came to the United States when I was 6 years old with my dad, who was 36 at the time. And we spent 6 months in a refugee camp. So let me tell you, if you've never been in a refugee camp, then you don't really know true hunger. So when I talk about hunger, I understand with a very passionate level, like what hunger really is and what it means to you, right? Because I've been really, really hungry. And after 6 months in a refugee camp, we were able to come to the United States, and we came off the plane, my father and myself. We did not know anybody. We could not speak English. We couldn't read stop signs from a go sign. We had no idea. Quite honestly, I'm not really sure how we even survived the night, but we did through the grace of God and the help of a lot of charitable organizations. We were able to set roots in America. My dad was 36 when he came over, and in 16 short years later, at the age of 52, he was able to retire independently wealthy from his job, which if you wrap it up in a nutshell, baby, that is the American dream, right? That's the American dream. So my family has experienced the American dream. I grew up very, very poor, and we became comfortable by the time I graduated high school. I was second in my class. Then I went to a very good university, Rice University. Eventually went to med school at Texas A&M, and then went back to Houston for residency. But apparently the good Lord decided I didn't have enough life lessons. So once I started my practice in 2005, I quickly fell upon hard times. And in 2008, Hurricane Ike went through my neighborhood and ravaged my community.
And Bill, as you know, Hurricane Ike made its official landfall right at Galveston, Texas at 2:10 this morning Central Time while most of us were asleep. I know our Weather Channel crews.
So I lost all my rental properties. I did not practice for 6 months. I didn't operate for 6 months. My practice was destroyed. It was very young. I was barely getting by. And the hurricane was the last straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. So I eventually fell into financial ruins, learned my lesson. I eventually had to close down my practice. I moved to a little town in Illinois of 6,500 people, and I was able to get my footing back underneath me. I learned to meditate. I learned about self-improvement, and that's when I really started to understand the struggles of obesity, became passionate about my life and my life struggles and the need to help people with this disease of obesity. I completed my book. This was my third book at the time, and I applied for the job in Albuquerque, got it, became director, and basically now every single day I live this passion, the passion being the fight against obesity and changing people's lives. So I rose up in the ranks, became well known in my professional societies for patient education and utilizing social media. However, I realized that I could help more people by taking my message to the people and not trying to go through the professional organization. So with that, I really dove all into social media, creating video content and writing more books. I am now on book number 12. And this is what I do. This is what I'm really passionate about. Became really immersed and knowledgeable about all of the metabolic changes that happen with obesity and the struggles that patients experience on an everyday basis when it comes to fighting the disease of obesity. What I've done in this course is put it all together for you, whether you're pre-op or post-op, whether you've had a band, a sleeve, a bypass, even a duodenal switch, even a newer surgery called a minigastric bypass. I cover all that in this video course. I cover about things you need to stop doing to get back on track. I will give you an actual meal plan on how you need to be eating to turn that tide around so that you can start losing weight again. And then lastly, we talk about the emotional and psychological and mental aspects of obesity that you need to control in order to become successful with your weight loss journey. All right? How's that sound to y'all? That sounds wonderful. We're going to get started right now. Thank you guys so much for purchasing this course. I'll see you at the next video. Bye.